Elden Ring, we're back on the Xbox Series S taking a look at the 1.04 update. Be sure to like the video, subscribing is great as well. So we did go over the patch notes with the Series X 1.04 update video if you want to have a long read of basically everything they've added to this. But for this we're going to be focusing on the game, how it's running across a number of different areas, and also kind of hitting some of the highlighted points. So again, they kind of give brief mention to the fact that they have been aiming to improve the performance. One of the big changes was that they did improve multiplayer elements in regards to connectivity and connection with others. So if you do the whole multiplayer thing, you're very likely going to, well, kind of appreciate that improvement. So this is very likely the performance mode that we've got going on here, because that's usually what I do when I'm jumping in. Oh wow, that guy's not a single shot. That is surprising. Huh. Thought they would die. My right bumper is kind of a little broken, so if I'm, swings aren't going off, that's why. So we have the two options, prioritize frame rate and prioritize the quality. So as we've shown in the past, obviously the whole quality version of the game is going to give us a much better picture, but at the same time, it still definitely takes a lot of performance to do that. So you don't necessarily get a perfectly smooth time. If you have VRR enabled, I think that really, personally for me, that helps out a ton. But let's dive in here and take a look at things. It has been improved in my opinion. I do think you could actually play this using, that option that, this option right here, this quality option. I think, you do find that the picture quality is a lot better. It's kind of like really above what you might even expect the Series S to be able to do. But as you're seeing here, it is actually performing decently smooth. Obviously, we're going to have to check out some different areas. Is this guy a boss? So I'm just like, why haven't I ever killed this guy if this guy's a boss? Every time I come back in here, there's somebody I didn't know. Oh, wow, yeah, no, that's actually a boss. Huh. Usually just walk by that guy because I thought he was just a respawning enemy. That's kind of funny. But yeah, I'm pretty, I'm pretty high level, so things really don't matter a whole lot to me. Loading does seem to be similar to the last update in regards to that one and what it provided, which was, a little bit faster loading. It was a few seconds here or there quicker. And then, of course, the biggest thing here, at least for me, is just kind of performance and stuff. Oh, the rain and enemies in one spot. Let's do this little test here and see how this kind of goes. Yeah, kind of just like a close vicinity area, bunch of enemies. I don't know if it's necessarily perfect here, but it's certainly quite fluid, which is nice. Sorry again, my bumper is just like, it works or it doesn't work. Kind of the will of the bumper, which is the best for an Elden Ring situation, right? But let's carry along here. We're gonna fast travel in a little bit so we can show off a different area. But I love kind of showcasing a little bit of a section where you are seeing, a little bit more of a demand on the actual performance of the game. Yeah, you know what? I do think you can actually get away with playing the quality mode on the Series S. Obviously, if you want that peak fluidity, kind of going for the performance mode is still suggested. I mean, that could be life or death when you are, fighting against a big enemy boss. You get a little bit of a lag thing. Although I found that the boss fights typically weren't, they were shut off areas. They didn't usually lag too much. It was mostly certain spots in the game that seem to really drag down performance for me. So let's go to one of those places, which was this spot right here. And then we'll also check out the lakes too, because I know that's an area of demand and whatnot too for performance, just so you can even draw your own conclusions in regards to how it's running and looking. And then loading here, which again I think is quite fast. There's still like the pop-in and stuff that doesn't seem to have really been adjusted, but usually this length here for me was really quite a laggy sort of scenario, but that doesn't seem to be the case. They have seemingly made things a lot easier gameplay-wise. You know, if you're spellcasting, it's a lot easier to get spellcasting off. Usually there's people attacking you when you go this way too, so that's a bit weird. But yeah, they definitely, at least in my opinion, it looks like they have made it quite a bit easier casting-wise, sword fighting-wise. It seems like a lot of weapons got rebalanced. Should be a lot easier to use. So you can see it's still, like, it's pretty good here. And like I said, the spot really did, for me, kind of chug along when I was playing this originally. It was definitely a spot that was a little bit more demanding. Are we going to be able to jump down here? I don't think so. Yep. Oh, that sucks. Huh. Well, at least we can get down there pretty easily. It's a lot of runes. I can always get back runes. I mean, you just grind them out, right? At least we get to see what a reload is like, which shouldn't be too much of a big deal, I don't think. Ooh, feeling the performance hit there, but we also are in an area that is, yeah, we just spawned in this new spot. But the lakes are always a little bit more demanding. So that's why this is always a good area to check things out. Still bud, nice. Oh, we literally were right here, okay. I thought we were in the lakes. Very, very interesting. Definitely see a little bit more of a performance hit up in this spot. Then we kind of come back through this area again. So it definitely seems like they are working on optimizing this game. Yeah, this feels a lot more fluid than it did on the quality mode. But I mean, if you're only going to be facing stretches of areas where you're going to see little dips, and it's mostly traversal, I don't think you're really going to have that many issues with it. I wonder, like, I don't know if they'll ever get this game necessarily running perfect, like 100% perfect on these consoles, but I think they have definitely had some gains here or there in regards to improving the experience. And I think that's kind of the most important thing, is just the fact that this is, you know, kind of running better. And it does look really good on the Series S. I just want to put that across. Like, you know, I am pleasantly surprised by what this version has to offer. And I mean, the pop-in could be definitely, I wish the pop-in was a bit better. I wonder if we'll at some point get like a definitive edition of this game and like a gen from now, and see if, like, I don't know if they really do too much of that. We did get Dark Souls remastered, but the other ones have kind of been left aside, so it'll be interesting to see if they do that kind of thing. But getting like a definitive version, which maybe pushes the visuals just a little bit more, cleans up the pop-in, would be quite lovely. But yeah, no, it's still a very nice looking game on the Series S. I think that's, you know, for a lot of people that are coming on here and playing this version on the Series S, I think that's definitely appreciated, the fact that you can enjoy, you know, a visually good looking experience and still have, you know, decent performance throughout. I think that's really quite important. Has this been discovered? What? A craze point I don't have? That is a shocker. See, you're always discovering something new in this game. It's kind of nice. It's like that creature we killed earlier. I mean, it wasn't new. I'd run by it a bazillion times prior, but yeah, I didn't know it was an actual boss, that one. That's kind of fun, though, the wonder of this game, coming across new areas that you maybe overlooked, or something you hadn't killed prior, you come back and kill it later on when you're more god tier. I mean, I do feel, you know, decently confident when I play this game at this point, just in regards to my level, but there's still things that can definitely, you know, send me for a loop and cause a lot of pain and anguish. No, they all kind of dropped down. I think I ignored them always because they were airborne. How much do I need to actually level up? 9385. I'm actually pretty close. I mean, I've beaten, like, the game. I've gone around, I've killed tons of enemies. I've done really everything I need to do, I feel. Sure, there's a powerful dragon thing I could go take on or something, but, whatever. Just kind of enjoy these nice, easygoing update videos, taking a look at the experience and talking about it. The wonder in the landscape, because I mean, if you've played this, you know this area is like, you know, typically pretty demanding gameplay-wise, and it seems like performance is going pretty well. Are those plant things actually alive? Oh yeah, no, I've killed these things before. Just kind of stands there and takes it. I mean, it is like a bacterial flower thing. Gotta watch out for that, it'll kill you. And I know there was an item drop down there. I don't care, it doesn't matter. Definitely some rebalances, but I mean, I think this is actually running pretty good, right? I'm quite happy with this. Let's switch back again. Keeping in mind that you will see a performance thing for a second. Once it levels out, it should get a little bit better. Or it definitely does. Kind of have some issues in this one. Still, maybe. Let's give it a second to catch up. Oh, there we go. You'll notice that in some games, when you switch between performance modes, it might take a second for the system to like catch up to that change. So that is something that does happen, and it is something that is expected. It's an unexpected experience. But I think we've checked out enough of the lakes, so we should probably travel somewhere else. Actually, I want to take a look at this hut. Have I been to this hut? I'm pretty sure I have, but you never know. Yeah, I've definitely been here. Yeah. Okay. Let's go somewhere else. I don't know if we want to go up there, but we should probably go around. I think in this area might be a good spot. Let's begin up here at the Smoldering Church, where I believe in my last video, coincidentally with the Series X version, I did kill a red ghoul monster thing that I've been wanting to kill for a while, then I forgot about, and I came back to, and I taught a lesson to. So I am quite proud of that aspect of the game. So yeah, I hope we've kind of gone over some of the key points. Like I said, it was actually like a pretty long list of patch notes, but it was basically just tons of different individual items getting, you know, adjusted, recasted, changed. But the big points I took out of it were little bits of performance improvement, multiplayer adjustments, like connectivity-wise and that. And then that was basically it. And it does seem so much easier. I know I'm high level, but it does honestly seem like this game is easier too nowadays. Compared to the launch, which was grueling, I might add. Ah, these dogs are so annoying. At least they die pretty easily now. Oh, and these birds are annoying too. Not feeling so tough now, are you? Look, it's a giant pot thing. Should probably go kill that stuff sometime. Maybe a quest for another day. But we're kind of just killing stuff. I mean, like, again, during that fight, you could maybe see some dips here or there. You get that VR thing going on, though. Or, sorry, VRR. You're probably just really clean-cut going. But yeah, fluidity, still the best way to get almost locked, but not, you know, not necessarily perfect frame rate, but pretty damn good. And it's really up to you how you want to play this game. I'm mostly here just to show it off. Wait a sec for this all to catch up. Like this guy. Let's continue along on our adventure here. Yeah, you know, it is quite a strikingly interesting game from an aesthetic standpoint. Weird fingers lady. Always wants to see my hands. Don't like it. Never know what kind of secrets you're gonna find. But I am trying to show off, you know, a bunch of different regions and whatnot. Yeah, the candle. This area is so, like, kind of grotesque and creepy looking. I've always felt that about this spot. Floating trees. Well, they're not floating, but, you know, feel like it when they're so big in the background. Seriously, like, I used to have to do a lot of work to kill stuff like that. And now it just all drops like it's nothing, so it's weird. It honestly is. I was just so used to, like, an intense combative challenge. Yeah, there used to be a dragon here, but I killed it. You know, it is kind of forward thinking that these modes do offer, like, the 60 FPS, like, attempts. I think that's really good. You know, a lot of people kind of want everything to be perfect now, but I do also love the idea of some things being kind of future-proofed, if that makes sense. Like, I would maybe imagine something might inherit what the Series S does at some point, right? Cookbook, okay. Cracked pot. I don't think I need any of this other stuff. Thank you, weird traveler person that sells stuff. Hey look, there's that thing that's totally looking at us and it wants to jump down and fight us. Always entertaining, but I mean, I slay these things like nothing. To have a challenge again. I mean, there are definitely still some things, I want to be very clear, that will give me an ultimate run for my money. Doesn't mean I want to challenge them anymore. I've done my battles. How do you get up there? Is there a way up here from there? Do I have to climb another way? No, maybe I can actually get this way. Oh, that's where that beach battle is. That's a pretty cool battle. If you haven't done that, I would highly recommend it. Yeah, the beach thing is just crazy. I know some people really have a hard time with it, but it is a really cool spot. I wonder if we can jump up those stones. Nah, I think those stones are more for coming down here. I don't remember how you actually get up to that spot. Do I have like a fast travel point? I can't do that because there's enemies nearby. Gates of Death. Yeah, that's creepy ghost town. Town of Sorcery. But I hope this kind of showcased the game to you, gave you an idea of how it's sort of, you know, running on the Series S as of the 1.04 update. Obviously, we'll be back for future updates and to showcase more of what this game has to offer. Because it's the Elden Ring.